It's Margaret with Texas Gal Treasures, and I just noticed something. I've had so many people asking about these words behind me. I have two little boys who are learning to read. One kid has a wall of words, the other one has a wall of letters. But I'm going to turn it around so that it doesn't distract you from the sales report. Are you ready? It's going to be bright. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there we go. Is that more distracting? I don't know. It looks messy. Oh, well, let's just go with it. All right, so I'm going to bring you my weekly sales report. It's a day late, but I had the best weekend, and I just wanted to share a teensy bit. I have a haul from this weekend, and then I've got just like a random video I'm going to make for this weekend. Went to Austin to hang out with a bunch of YouTubers, resellers, green room crew, and it was so much fun. I had to end up leaving early because my little one was sick. But I will definitely be back next year. We had the best time just running all over town. I don't know, just hanging out and being silly, having fun. So I'll bring video of that randomness coming up probably in a day or two. And the mini haul, because I put my buying freeze on freeze. So anyway, here we go. My sales report. You are my cutie little sales report. All right, here we go. So, this actually sold yesterday. This is a hat pin holder, and I sold this on Etsy. So first up will be the Etsy sales. Let me get my little spreadsheet ready down here. All right, so this was something that belonged to my grandmother, and so there was no output on the purchase of this. So this sold for $20 plus $5.50 for shipping. And the net profit on this was $22.50. I feel like I'm leaving something out. Am I forgetting something, you guys? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh well, if it comes to me, I'll get back again. All right, next up, what sold was this coffee mug, Crabby Till I Get My Coffee. And it's been sitting for a little while. I thought, you know, maybe because it's Baltimore, Maryland, if it was just Crabby Till I Get My Coffee, there would be a little bit more wide a range of people that might like it. But maybe the Baltimore narrowed that purchasing field of people down. So what did you sell for? This mug sold for $14.99 with free shipping. This was when I was doing free shipping on Etsy, trying that out, and it's not a good idea. And I spent $1 on this mug. Just wait, there's another mug that's in this sales report that I'm looking at the prices going, I can't believe how much I spent on that. But anyway, that's in a minute. So, all right, I spent $1 on this mug, sold for $14.99, and so my net on this was $6.87. Okay, this is exciting. You remember the haul, the auction video where I got all of those vintage wrapping paper. And I've never sold vintage wrapping paper before. So this was a big, well, I'll give it a try. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you guys, I can't get this stuff listed fast enough. It's been selling like hotcakes. And so it's super exciting to me. So it basically, each wrapping paper ends up being about 10 cents. So here we go. Let me tell you on this one, cats. So this person, I had two of them, 2 sheets, and they bought both of them. So that was 20 cents for me, output. They spent $13.50 plus $5 for shipping, which net me $13.75. And if you remember, I won the entire lot, that big, ginormous tub of everything, all the wrapping paper, Christmas stuff, randomness, for $6. So just on this sale, $13.75 was my net. Made it back. Easy. The next sale I have here, I'm telling you, I'm going to not overlook this stuff again. Next up is this silver Ankh bracelet, and this was internationally. I got this one in a lot of bangle bracelets, and so it averaged out to be about 38 cents for this bracelet. And they paid $54.99 plus $13 shipping, which net me $54.02. Next up, more vintage wrapping paper. And this one, again, 10 cents, because it all averaged out to be about 10 cents a sheet. Sold for $14.99 plus $4 shipping. And that net me $14.46. I really love the way Etsy does their profits and how they take their fees off of things, because you end up making way, way more money when you make those sales on Etsy. I know some people have trouble with it. I think it just takes time to get established. This is a little ramble off the topic, but this is why I cross list, because I can easily take this down off of eBay, but I just have that many more people looking at my items. So there's a risk that somebody at the same moment is going to buy the same exact item, but it's never happened. Or, there's a chance that you forget to go over and take it down off the other site. And that's happened a couple times, but you just tell the buyer, sorry, or you find another one to send to them. So I just went off on a ramble. Vintage wrapping paper. Buy it. It sells. Here we go. Next up. So this is another one that someone bought. They bought two. They bought the kittens, and they bought these Christmas birds. So those went to the same lady. Kittens and Christmas birds. I call them Christmas birds because they had the holly and all of that, berries and stuff like that. It hits it both. So that is 20 cents. 10 cents here, 10 cents on the other one is what they averaged out to cost me. And then the kittens were $14.99. I priced them a bit higher. The birds I priced at $12.75, which now I'm thinking was a mistake. I should have priced them higher. And then this went internationally as well. So they paid $12 to ship these two things. They paid almost as much, or half as much rather. So total, $27.74 for the wrapping paper, $12 to ship, which net me $26.35 on those two wrapping papers. Yay! And then here we have a Polaroid that I got at another garage sale. This one, I bought this one, and then there's one that's still sealed in the bubble. It's like brand new, which I haven't decided. I think I'm going to send it to Amazon, but I haven't done it yet. Yay. So this one, if I had tested it, I could have listed it for more, but I listed it as untested because I don't know how often I'm going to find Polaroids and if I get the film and so I thought, okay, I bought it. What did I get it for? I bought this for, I'm over on eBay now. Let's get down to my eBay sales. Sold this, picked it up for $3. Sold it for $25.49. I have a Christmas in July sale going on in my eBay shop right now. Texas Gal Treasures. And so $25.49. After shipping fees and everything, I net $10.09. So you can see, like with the Etsy sales and eBay sales, I get a significantly more chunk of money out of my Etsy sales than my eBay sales, but I'm not complaining. Once again, I cross-post, so I've got both sets of eyeballs looking at these things. This is the mug I was telling you about earlier. Maybe I should whisper. I've spent $4 on this mug. That is huge. I don't want to hurt its feelings or anything, but never going to do that again. So anyway, I bought this mug for $4. I did that because I knew the brand Francoma, and just because my grandmother was a collector and I knew she had Francoma stuff, and she talked about different brands, and different makers of china and pottery, and so I kind of knew the brand, and I thought, oh, I know this. And so there was like a light bulb in my head that said, this is valuable, and ding, 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 So I, just from history with my grandmother. So I picked it up for $4, and yeah, it still sold okay. I mean, it sold for $20, which is for a mug, not bad, right? But I net $7.62 on this. So that's still a pretty good net profit, but I mean, if you know me, I am cheap, and I'm keeping, people keep saying, don't say you're cheap, Margaret, you're frugal. But seriously, y'all, I'm cheap. Okay, I like to spend as little as possible to get the largest amount of return on investment. So for me, spending $4 on something is something else. But I'm glad it sold, and it went to somebody whose name signed, it was like Zinkel. or something like that. And so he was super happy to get it. All right. Sent me an email and everything. Next is a vintage book, and I've talked to you guys about that. That's one of my bread and butter pickups. And some of them are a little bit longer tail, but they're so fast and easy to list and ship, and I just enjoy having them. I like looking at them. So this one is called Play With Me, and this one I got for 37 cents. It was in a lot of children's books that I picked up at an estate sale. It sold for $12.79, and that net me $8.47. Super cute. Look at her. Look at her. She's out there trying to get all the animals. This is like my husband. Oh, at the end they play with her. Oh, or have you seen Elf when he's like, oh, and he wants to give the raccoon a hug. You need a hug. And they're like, no way. Look at his face. Yeah, but that's like my husband. He just needs a hug. Not everything wants hugs, Randy. All right. Bygones. We'll just move on. Next up, oh, look, it's another wrapping paper. This one sold on eBay. This one, where'd it go? Children's gift wrap. Again, 10 cents. And it sold for $13.40. And what else? So my net on this one was $8.16. So I think that was like one of the best gambles at the auction to get that big tub of all of the wrapping paper and stuff for $6. And I think in my other video I mentioned that I already sold, I took out everything I wanted, and then the tub, it came in like a big red tub, and all the rest of like, just like Christmas gift wrap and Christmas like tags like for your presents and stuff. I sold all of that on a local garage sale site for $10. So I'm really loving it. I'm making a lot of money. So look for that vintage wrapping paper, y'all. So here we go. Let's take a look at the numbers. So my net profit for the whole week was $173.10, and the average price per item was $17.31. So I didn't quite meet my $200 a week goal this week, but I was just so stoked about how much wrapping paper was selling, and I still have a stack I haven't listed. I had to go back through, and I was double checking them because some of them I forgot to list, because some of that vintage wrapping paper, it's not like more modern wrapping paper, and it's more matte, like on wrapping paper, it's kind of shiny. So I wanted to go back in there and really detail that, okay, it's not like your traditional modern day wrapping paper. It's a little thinner on some of them. It's a little bit, matte. It's not shiny. And I feel like there was something I told you earlier that I was going to talk about at the end, and I forget. Oh, I remember. Okay. I was going to talk to you real fast about how I chose to price these, because I really did price these high, the wrapping papers. Let's go back over to Etsy and I'll show you. So let's take the cats. These cats, and they were loose. These ones were ones that were not still sealed in the cellophane, and I may or may not have had the, oh, I did. I had the gift cards for these ones. So, but they were loose, and I still priced them. So $13.50. So what was that? $6 something a piece, $6.75 or so a piece. And if you look, let's do vintage. Nice spelling, girl. Cat gift wrap. You'll see, let's come over here and click, okay, vintage, that, oh, this is the other one of mine. That was in that same set, but they weren't cellophaned up or whatever. People are pricing them low, look. See, this is $6.99, this is mine, and you can see I clicked on quantity 1 or quantity 2 because I have one, I was going to ship them 1 card and 1 paper, and if they want both, and like that other lady did. So anyway, a lot of people I was noticing were pricing these like, here, $4. This is super cute too, by the way. $6, I mean, which is nice, but I'm thinking, you people, look at this, $3. You really could get more for it, because some of these are super cute. Look at this, $1.99. Why not price it higher, right? And then you could bring it down. Look, there they got it. Because look at how cute. I mean, some of these are so vintage and so cool.
why not? You know? And so I went back. See, look at this, $4. It's almost like, what do they, it's not worth sniping it. You know, some of those guys like to do the sniping, which, you know, whatever, that's cool. But they could seriously look at how cute these kittens are. They could get, you know, a few more bucks out of that. I wonder what their shipping is too. Look at me poking around. $3. See, I charge $4. And then if they order another one, like plus one more, if it's with another item, I just tack on another $1, because it might weigh more. Anyway, so yeah, price it a little bit higher, because like I said, you can always bring it down. And like the bird ones, the Christmas birds, I didn't price it quite as high. Sorry, that's driving me nuts. And I was really kicking myself, like, man. So hey, I may go back in and raise my prices again. So if you got your eyes on any, you might want to grab them now before I decide to jack those prices up. Because, you know, that's why we're here, to make money. Okay, everybody. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I have got, like I said before, a couple of videos coming up. I have a haul video from the few things I picked up going garage selling in Austin. It was so much fun. I'm going to have a video of just kind of randomness of what went on in Austin. It might just be like random videos of people walking around, but there will be people that you recognize or not. So we'll see. Also, I was planning on talking about the global shipping program, and I was going to tack it on to the end of this video, but I think I have enough to say that I'm going to make another video about it, and it's not going to be how to do it, but we'll see. Anyway, all right, so thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below in the comments section. And if you guys, I don't know if you watched Graveyard Girl, and I know I keep digressing, but that's why you love me, right? At the end, like she calls her viewers her swamp family, and I think that's so awesome. And I'm like, I want to find something like that, you know? I mean, she does this whole thing at the end about, you know, giving their alligator its wings, and everybody's their swamp and the big swamp family, and it's so awesome. But I don't have a swamp. I can't use that, you know. But I just think it's such a great idea. You know, it gives you a good sense of community, and I just want, yeah, that's how I feel about you. That's what I'm trying to get across. Like, I'm so thankful and grateful and happy that you're watching, and it means a lot to me, because I know there's a lot of YouTube channels out there. There's a lot of other things you could be doing with your day, your time, and that makes me happy that you're here watching and listening. So go out and enjoy yourselves, everybody, and keep your eyes open for some more YouTube videos coming soon. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
I wasn't really sure was going to sell quickly. Like, I get that the kittens and the cats and the dogs and the puppies and the cutesy like panda bears and things like that were going to sell, and I thought, you know, these ones with just kind of greenery and floral and maybe just a bland like Christmas theme wouldn't sell quite as quickly or as well. But yeah, this one sold really fast. So I'll talk at the end a little bit about the pricing and how I chose to price those. Let me move on. Wait, did I tell you the numbers? 10 cents to buy, $14.99. It sold for $14.99, $4. I think I did this already. This is what I get for taking a break. I'm going to pause it. Oh dear, Margaret. Oh dear.
Well, I knew I had done that already. See, I had to take a break and go do something and come back, and then, like, I can't even remember what I had already done. So, well, here we go. Next up, for real. So this is another one.